Итак, текст на аудирование и перевод к 4-му уроку. В этом уроке снова даны порядковые и числительные, то есть 1, 2, 3, 24 и так далее. Итак, вы должны: первое – прослушать предложение, второе – остановить воспроизведение, третье – записать это предложение на английском языке себе в тетрадь и письменно перевести его на русский язык. Вы должны писать именно ручкой и именно себе в тетрадь. Поехали!
The first. There aren't accountants in the offices. The second.
No, the accountants aren't in the offices.
The third.
Isn't there a peach on the table?
The fourth.
No, the peach isn't on the table.
The fifth.
Isn't there food in the bowl?
The sixth.
No, the pets haven't got food in the bowl.
The seventh.
Isn't there an accountant in the office?
The eighth.
No, we haven't got an accountant in the office.
The ninth.
There's paper in the folder.
The 10th.
Yes, the administrator has got paper in the folder.
The 11th.
There isn't food in the bowl.
The 12th.
No, the animal hasn't got food in the bowl.
The 13th. Aren't the accountants in the offices? The 14th.
No, the accountants aren't in the offices.
The 15th.
Are there lists in the folders?
The 16th.
Yes, the finalists have got lists in the folders.
The 17th.
Isn't the food in the bowls?
The 18th.
No, the birds haven't got food in the bowls.
The 19th.
Is the accountant in the office?
The 20th.
Yes, the pharmacist has got an accountant in the office.
The 21st.
Aren't the plans in the folders?
The 22nd.
No, the representative hasn't got plans in the folders.
The 23rd.
Is the picture in the folder?
The 24th.
Yes, the secretary has got a picture in the folder.
The 25th.
There aren't peaches on the tables.
The 26th.
Yes, the peaches aren't on the tables.
The 27th.
Is there a peach on the table?
The 28th.
Yes, the artist has got a peach on the table.
The 29th.
Have the athletes got peaches on the tables?
The 30th.
Yes, the peaches are on the tables.
The 31st.
Haven't the kittens got food in the bowls?
The 32nd.
No, the food isn't in the bowls.
The 33rd.
There are bananas in the fridge.
The 34th.
Yes, the bananas are in the fridge.
The 35th.
Have you got wardrobes in the rooms?
The 36th.
Yes, we've got wardrobes in the rooms.
The 37th.
There are skirts on the hangers.
The 38th.
Yes, the schoolgirls have got skirts on the hangers.
The 39th.
Are the planes in the sky?
The 40th.
Yes, the planes are in the sky.
The 41st.
Have I got a t-shirt on the hanger?
The 42nd.
Yes, I've got a t-shirt on the hanger.
The 43rd. Is there a star in the sky? The 44th.
Yes, the star is in the sky.
The 45th.
Is there a banana in the fridge?
The 46th.
Yes, the aunt has got a banana in the fridge.
The 47th.
There are boots in the wardrobe.
The 48th.
Yes, the boots are in the wardrobe.
The 49th.
There aren't stars in the sky.
The 50th.
No, the stars aren't in the sky.
The 51st.
Are there t-shirts on the hangers?
The 52nd.
Yes, the t-shirts are on hangers.
The 53rd.
Is there milk in the fridges?
The 54th. Yes, the grandfathers have got milk in the fridges. The 55th.
Are there wardrobes in the rooms?
The 56th.
Yes, the wardrobes are in the rooms.
The 57th.
There's a skirt on the hanger.
The 58th. Yes, the housewife has got a skirt on the hanger. The 59th.
There's a plane in the sky.
The 60th.
Yes, the plane is in the sky.
The 61st.
Aren't there skis at homes?
The 62nd.
No, we haven't got skis at homes.
The 63rd.
Haven't we got teachers at schools?
The 64th.
No, we haven't got teachers at schools.
The 65th.
Isn't there a bed in the house?
The 66th.
No, the bed isn't in the house.
The 67th.
Isn't the bread in the fridges?
The 68th.
No, it isn't in the fridges.
The 69th.
Haven't we got skis at homes?
The 70th.
No, we haven't got skis at homes.
The 71st.
There aren't lessons at school.
The 72nd.
No, you haven't got lessons at school.
The 73rd.
There are kettles in the kitchens.
The 74th.
Yes, you've got kettles in the kitchens.
The 75th.
Isn't the ski at home?
The 76th.
No, you haven't got the ski at home.
The 77th.
Are the fans at schools?
The 78th.
Yes, the fans are at schools.
The 79th.
Are there trousers in the wardrobe?
The 80th.
Yes, the schoolgirl has got trousers in the wardrobe.
The 81st.
There isn't a ski at home.
The 82nd.
No, the ski isn't at home.
The 83rd.
Isn't there a bed in the bedroom?
The 84th.
No, the driver hasn't got a bed in the bedroom.
The 85th.
Is there a kettle in the kitchen?
The 86th.
Yes, the kettle is in the kitchen.
The 87th.
Is the lesson at school?
The 88th.
Yes, the lesson is at school.
The 89th.
There aren't beds in the houses.
The 90th.
No, the beds aren't in the houses.
The 91st.
There are televisions in the living rooms.
The 92nd.
Yes, the televisions are in the living rooms.
The 93rd.
Haven't I got a charger in the bag?
The 94th.
No, I haven't got a charger in the bag.
The 95th.
Have the aunts got beds in the bedrooms?
The 96th.
Yes, the aunts have got beds in the bedrooms.
The 97th.
There aren't towels in the bathrooms.
The 98th.
No, the towels aren't in the bathrooms.
The 99th.
Have the fathers got televisions in the living rooms?
The 100th.
Yes, the fathers have got televisions in the living rooms.
The 101st.
Isn't there a charger in the bag?
The 102nd.
No, the cleaner hasn't got a charger in the bag.
The 103rd.
Hasn't the carpenter got a radio in the living room?
The 104th.
No, the carpenter hasn't got a radio in the living room.
The 105th.
Have the uncles got kettles in the kitchens?
The 106th.
Yes, the uncles have got kettles in the kitchens.
The 107th.
Haven't the attendants got a television in the room?
The 108th.
No, the attendants haven't got television in the room.
The 109th.
Aren't there chargers in the bags?
The 110th.
No, the tourists haven't got chargers in the bags.
The 111th.
Is the kettle in the kitchen?
The 112th.
Yes, the kettle is in the kitchen.
The 113th.
Isn't there a towel in the bathroom?
The 114th.
No, the tourist hasn't got a towel in the bathroom.
The 115th.
Isn't the television in the living room?
The 116th.
No, the television isn't in the living room.
The 117th.
Aren't the radios in the living rooms?
The 118th.
The radios aren't in the living rooms.
The 119th.
Aren't the chargers in the bags?
The 120th.
No, the chargers aren't in the bags.
The 121st.
There's a book in the backpack.
The 122nd.
Yes, you've got a book in the backpack.
The 123rd.
There isn't money in the wallet.
The 124th.
No, the guests haven't got money in the wallet.
The 125th.
Hasn't the room attendant got a towel in the bathroom?
The 126th.
No, the room attendant hasn't got a towel in the bathroom.
The 127th.
There isn't a radio in the flat.
The 128th.
No, the radio isn't in the flat.
The 129th.
There are kopecks in the pockets.
The 130th.
Yes, the girl has got kopecks in the pockets.
The 131st.
Isn't there a banknote in the wallet?
The 132nd.
No, the banknote isn't in the wallet.
The 133rd.
Aren't the towels in the bathrooms?
The 134th.
No, the towels aren't in the bathrooms.
The 135th.
Aren't there notebooks in the backpacks?
The 136th.
No, the schoolboys haven't got notebooks in the backpacks.
The 137th.
Haven't you got a kopeck in the pocket?
The 138th.
No, I haven't got a kopeck in the pocket.
The 139th.
Aren't there rubles in the wallets?
The 140th.
No, the guests haven't got rubles in the wallets.
The 141st.
Aren't there radios in the flats?
The 142nd.
No, the flight attendants haven't got radios in the flats.
The 143rd.
Aren't the textbooks in the backpacks?
The 144th.
No, the textbooks aren't in the backpacks.
The 145th.
Aren't the euros in the wallets?
The 146th.
No, the housewives haven't got euros in the wallets.
The 147th.
Aren't there kopecks in the pocket?
The 148th.
No, the kopecks aren't in the pocket.
The 149th.
Haven't the school children got a kopeck in the pockets?
The 150th.
No, the school children haven't got a kopeck in the pockets.
The 151st.
Are there coins in the purses?
The 152nd.
Yes, we've got coins in the purses.
The 153rd.
Has the climber got a clock on the wall?
The 154th.
Yes, the clock is on the wall.
The 155th.
Are there bicycles in the halls?
The 156th.
No, we haven't got bicycles in the halls.
The 157th.
Isn't there a notebook in the backpack?
The 158th.
No, the builder hasn't got a notebook in the backpack.
The 159th.
Are there paintings on the wall?
The 160th.
Yes, the colleague has got paintings on the wall.
The 161st.
There's a dining room in the house.
The 162nd.
Yes, the dining room is in the house.
The 163rd.
Are the paintings on the walls?
The 164th.
Yes, the clown has got paintings on the walls.
The 165th.
Are the coins in the purses?
The 166th.
Yes, you've got coins in the purses.
The 167th.
There's a bicycle in the hall.
The 168th.
Yes, the bicycle is in the hall.
The 169th.
Haven't you got clocks on the walls?
The 170th.
No, I haven't got clocks on the walls.
The 171st.
There isn't a coin in the purse.
The 172nd.
The climber hasn't got a coin in the purse.
The 173rd.
Have you got a bicycle in the hall?
The 174th.
Yes, I've got a bicycle in the hall.
The 175th.
Are there dining rooms in the houses?
The 176th.
Yes, we've got dining rooms in the houses.
The 177th.
Is the coin in the purse?
The 178th.
Yes, the coin is in the purse.
The 179th.
Have the climbers got bicycles in the halls?
The 180th.
No, you haven't got bicycles in the halls.
The 181st.
Haven't the artists got a table in the dining room?
The 182nd.
No, you haven't got a table in the dining room.
The 183rd.
Is there a commander in the street?
The 184th.
Have you got a commander in the street?
The 185th.
Yes, I've got a commander in the street.
The 186th.
There's a network in the city.
The 187th.
Have we got a network in the city?
The 188th.
Yes, you've got a network in the city.
The 189th.
Aren't there petrol stations in the town?
The 190th.
Haven't you got petrol stations in the town?
The 191st.
No, you haven't got petrol stations in the town.
The 192nd.
Have you got spoons in the dining rooms?
The 193rd.
Yes, I've got spoons in the dining rooms.
The 194th.
Aren't there charging points in the city?
The 195th.
Have you got charging points in the city?
The 196th.
Yes, you've got charging points in the city.
The 197th.
Have we got commanders in the streets?
The 198th.
Yes, I've got commanders in the streets.
The 199th.
Are there networks in the cities?
The 200th.
Haven't we got networks in the cities?
The 201st.
No, we haven't got networks in the cities.
The 202nd.
Isn't there a cyclist in the street?
The 203rd.
Haven't we got a cyclist in the street?
The 204th.
Yes, the cyclist is in the street.
The 205th.
Has the businessman got petrol stations in the towns?
The 206th.
Are the petrol stations in the towns?
The 207th.
Yes, the businessman has got petrol stations in the towns.
The 208th.
There's a petrol station in the town.
The 209th.
Yes, the petrol station is in the town.
The 210th.
We've got a petrol station in the town.
The 211th.
There's a surgeon in the village.
The 212th.
Yes, the surgeon is in the village.
The 213th.
Have the champions got washing machines in the bathrooms?
The 214th.
Yes, the champions have got washing machines in the bathrooms.
The 215th.
Aren't there tools on the floor?
The 216th.
No, the mechanic hasn't got tools on the floor.
The 217th.
Is there a dishwasher in the kitchen?
The 218th.
Yes, the dishwasher is in the kitchen.
The 219th.
There aren't buses in the villages.
The 220th.
No, the buses aren't in the villages.
The 221st.
Haven't the footballers got a dishwasher in the flats?
The 222nd.
No, the dishwashers aren't in the flats.
The 223rd.
Are the boots on the floor?
The 224th.
Yes, the skaters have got boots on the floor.
The 225th.
Is there a washing machine in the bathroom?
The 226th.
Yes, the washing machine is in the bathroom.
The 227th.
Is there a tool on the floor?
The 228th.
Yes, the tool is on the floor.
The 229th.
Are the dishwashers in the kitchens?
The 230th.
Yes, you've got dishwashers in the kitchens.
The 231st.
Has the businesswoman got a charging point in the village?
The 232nd.
Yes, the charging point is in the village.
The 233rd.
Aren't there shoes at the doors?
The 234th.
No, the shoes aren't at the doors.
The 235th.
Haven't I got water on the floor?
The 236th.
No, I haven't got water on the floor.
The 237th.
Has the electrician got a dishwasher in the kitchen?
The 238th.
No, the dishwasher isn't in the kitchen.
The 239th.
Are the competitions in the villages?
The 240th.
Yes, the competitions are in the villages.
The 241st.
Has the guest got shoes at the door?
The 242nd.
No, the guest hasn't got shoes at the door.
The 243rd.
Aren't the flowers on the table?
The 244th.
No, the author hasn't got flowers on the table.
The 245th.
Is there an advertisement on the radio?
The 246th.
Yes, the competitors have got an advertisement on the radio.
The 247th.
There isn't a flower on the table.
The 248th.
The flower isn't on the table.
The 249th.
Have I got a washing machine in the flat?
The 250th.
Yes, the washing machine is in the flat.
The 251st.
Are the shoes at the doors?
The 252nd.
Yes, the shoes are at the door.
The 253rd.
Have the athletes got flowers on the tables?
The 254th.
Yes, the athletes have got flowers on the tables.
The 255th.
There's music in the flat.
The 256th.
Yes, the music is in the flat.
The 257th.
Have the pensioners got advertisements on the radio?
The 258th.
Yes, the pensioners have got advertisements on the radio.
The 259th.
Have you got shoes at the door?
The 260th.
Yes, I've got shoes at the door.
The 261st.
Haven't the daughters got washing machines in the flats?
The 262nd.
Yes, the daughters have got washing machines in the flats.
The 263rd.
There are flowers on the table.
The 264th.
The museum attendant has got flowers on the table.
The 265th.
There are advertisements on the radio.
The 266th.
Yes, the advertisements are on the radio.
The 267th.
Are the grandsons in the yard?
The 268th.
Yes, the grandsons are in the yard.
The 269th.
There isn't music on television.
The 270th.
No, the music isn't on television.
The 271st.
There are cars in the yards.
The 272nd.
Yes, the cars are in the yards.
The 273rd.
Are there oranges in the box?
The 274th.
Yes, the passengers have got oranges in the box.
The 275th.
Has the decorator got music on television?
The 276th.
Yes, the decorator has got music on television.
The 277th.
Is the grandson in the yard?
The 278th.
Yes, the grandson is in the yard.
The 279th.
Is the monitor on the desk?
The 280th.
Yes, the monitor is on the desk.
The 281st.
Is there fruit in the boxes?
The 282nd.
Yes, the fruit is in the boxes.
The 283rd.
Is the mail in the room?
The 284th.
Yes, the mail is in the room.
The 285th.
There's an advertisement on television.
The 286th.
The advertisement is on television.
The 287th.
Has the lawyer got a monitor on the desk?
The 288th.
Yes, the lawyer has got a monitor on the desk.
The 289th.
There's mail on the table.
The 290th.
Yes, we've got mail on the table.
The 291st.
There are volunteers in the yards.
The 292nd.
Yes, the politicians have got volunteers in the yards.
The 293rd.
Has the student got music in the room?
The 294th.
Yes, the student has got music in the room.
The 295th.
Aren't there pears in the box?
The 296th.
No, the pears aren't in the box.
The 297th.
Have the diplomats got mail on the table?
The 298th.
Yes, the diplomats have got mail on the table.
The 299th.
There aren't monitors on the desks.
The 300th.
Haven't the colleagues got monitors on the desks?
The 301st.
No, the monitors aren't on the desks.
The 302nd.
Isn't there mail on the table?
The 303rd.
No, we haven't got mail on the table.
The 304th.
There isn't a window in the room.
The 305th.
Isn't the window in the room?
The 306th.
No, you haven't got a window in the room.
The 307th.
We haven't got roofs on the houses.
The 308th.
Yes, the roofs are on the houses.
The 309th.
There isn't equipment at the factory.
The 310th.
Isn't the equipment at the factory?
The 311th.
No, the director hasn't got the equipment at the factory.
The 312th.
Aren't the carrots in the boxes?
The 313th.
No, the carrots aren't in the boxes.
The 314th.
There aren't windows in the house.
The 315th.
Aren't the windows in the house?
The 316th.
Yes, you've got windows in the house.
The 317th.
Haven't the directors got equipment at the factories?
The 318th.
No, the directors haven't got equipment at the factories.
The 319th.
There aren't toilets in the flats.
The 320th.
Haven't I got toilets in the flats?
The 321st.
Yes, you've got toilets in the flats.
The 322nd.
Hasn't the farmer got roofs on the houses?
The 323rd.
Aren't the roofs on the houses?
The 324th.
No, the roofs aren't on the houses.
The 325th.
Is the equipment at the factory?
The 326th.
Yes, the equipment is at the factory.
The 327th.
You've got equipment at the factory.
The 328th.
There isn't a letter in the letterbox.
The 329th.
Have I got a letter in the letterbox?
The 330th.
No, the letter isn't in the letterbox.
The 331st.
There's a toilet in the flat.
The 332nd.
Is the toilet in the flat?
The 333rd.
Yes, the flat has got the toilet.
The 334th.
Hasn't the house got lifts?
The 335th.
No, the house hasn't got lifts.
The 336th.
Are the workers on the squares?
The 337th.
Yes, the workers are on the squares.
The 338th.
Isn't the toilet in the flat?
The 339th.
Yes, the toilet is in the flat.
The 340th.
Isn't there a lift in the house?
The 341st.
No, you haven't got a lift in the house.
The 342nd.
Aren't there vegetables in the garden?
The 343rd.
Yes, he's got vegetables in the garden.
The 344th.
Is the window in the room?
The 345th.
Yes, the window is in the room.
The 346th.
Are there tourists on the square?
The 347th.
Yes, the tourists are on the square.
The 348th.
There aren't trees in the gardens.
The 349th.
No, the farmers haven't got trees in the gardens.
The 350th.
There aren't letters in the letterboxes.
The 351st.
Haven't you got letters in the letterboxes?
The 352nd.
No, you haven't got letters in the letterboxes.
The 353rd.
Are there lifts in the houses?
The 354th.
Yes, the houses have got lifts.
The 355th.
There are supporters on the squares.
The 356th.
Yes, the party has got supporters on the squares.
The 357th.
Isn't the roof on the house?
The 358th.
No, we haven't got a roof on the house.
The 359th.
Have you got fruit in the gardens?
The 360th.
Yes, we've got fruit in the gardens.
The 361st.
There aren't students on the square.
The 362nd.
No, the students aren't on the square.
The 363rd.
I'm not in the lake.
The 364th.
There aren't swimmers in the lake.
The 365th.
No, the swimmers aren't in the lake.
The 366th.
Is the letter in the letterbox?
The 367th.
Yes, the letter is in the letterbox.
The 368th.
Haven't I got a lift in the house?
The 369th.
No, I haven't got a lift in the house.
The 370th.
Has he got fruit in the garden?
The 371st.
Yes, he's got fruit in the garden.
The 372nd.
There's a plane at the airport.
The 373rd.
Is the plane at the airport?
The 374th.
Yes, I've got a plane at the airport.
The 375th.
Have you got swimmers in the lake?
The 376th.
Yes, the swimmers are in the lake.
The 377th.
Are there borders in the country?
The 378th.
Yes, the country has got borders.
The 379th.
Has the state got lakes?
The 380th.
Yes, the state has got lakes.
The 381st.
Aren't there cleaners at the airport?
The 382nd.
Yes, the airport has got cleaners.
The 383rd.
Are there parties in the countries?
The 384th.
Yes, the government has got parties in the countries.
The 385th.
Isn't there a fish in the lakes?
The 386th.
Yes, they've got fish in the lakes.
The 387th.
Is there a government in the country?
The 388th.
Yes, the Prime Minister has got a government in the country.
The 389th.
There aren't passengers at the airports.
The 390th.
Haven't we got passengers at the airports?
The 391st.
No, the passengers aren't at the airports.
The 392nd.
Are there leaders in the countries?
The 393rd.
Yes, they've got leaders in the countries.